On today's show, we've got the world premiere of the trailer of The Agency, the explosive new MMO for the PlayStation 3.
Plus, we'll review what could be the next revolution in gaming, Wii Fit. And then we'll reveal the top 10 games for true gamers. X-Play starts right now.
Greetings and welcome to X-Play, the only video game show recommended by 4 out of 5 dentists. I'm Morgan Webb.
And I'm Kristen Holt. We're coming to you from the GeForce Studios in Los Angeles on Thursday, May 15th.
Now, Adam is out in the field getting the latest intel on games from Microsoft, EA, Ubisoft, and we'll have all the latest footage for you next week.
Today we review Nintendo's Wii Fit, and we'll catch up with you in the virtual audience. But first, let's go over to Blair Herter for all of the top headlines in today's gaming update.
The console wars are heating up and everyone is a winner, just like my mom used to say. Microsoft announced that the Xbox 360 has sold over 10 million units here in the US, and they claim their console has the largest global install base of any current-gen high-definition gaming console. Also, Xbox Live Global membership has grown to over 12 million users as of this month. Now, the worldwide current-generation console numbers tell a slightly different story. Nintendo's Wii leads the worldwide sales with over 25 million units sold. The Xbox 360 stands at 18 million, and Sony's PlayStation 3 has sold 12 million units. Now, in case you haven't been following the biggest drama in the gaming business, tomorrow, May 16th, marks the deadline for Take-Two to accept or reject Electronic Arts' $2 billion acquisition proposal. Now, here's where it stands. EA's bid has been reduced to $25.74 per share because of dilution, though it appears that Take-Two chairman Strauss Zelnick believes his pool of talented developers carries a much higher price tag. EA recently secured a $1 billion loan, giving them extra flexibility to acquire Take-Two. X-Play will continue to follow this story throughout the week and bring you all of the latest details on Monday's show. And finally, LucasArts has confirmed there will be no multiplayer in the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions of Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Sad clown tears. A multiplayer component for the game will be included in the Wii, PSP, and DS versions of the game, but not on any of the high-definition consoles. LucasArts would not explain the details of their decision, and it looks like many Star Wars fans will begrudgingly be buying 2 versions of the game. Well, that's it for today's gaming update. For the latest news, do us a favor, go to our website. It's g4tv.com/xplay. But now, let's go over to Morgan, who goes by the code name Tarantula.
Thank you, Blair. My favorite spy would have to be Benedict Arnold. Oh, wait, maybe Alger Hiss. Oh, who am I kidding? There are too many great spies to choose from. But now it's your turn to take a crack at some international espionage. Sony Online Entertainment is set to launch a brand new MMO called The Agency. And here's the world broadcast premiere of the trailer.
big gamble for Sony, banking that a console MMO that isn't Final Fantasy or EverQuest will have a shot at succeeding. Here are the top 5 selling MMOs in today's X List. At number 5 is Guild Wars Factions. Unlike the competition, this game has no monthly fee. Also free with this game, the ability to ruin real-life social relations.
Number 4 is World of Warcraft. This game is so successful that in-game gold is worth more than $1, than our dollar.
Coming in at number 3 is Guild Wars Nightfall. See a pattern here? People don't like monthly fees.
Number 2 is Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning Collector's Edition. The game's not out till September, but in the meantime, you can slap another coat of paint on your aerial figurine.
And number 1 is Age of Conan Hyborian Adventures. The game is out in less than a week, and anticipation is through the roof. It is the first M-rated MMORPG after all.
Now, just because you're great at cooking mama or Nintendogs doesn't mean you're good at gaming. If you really want some street or couch props, you should try to beat these infuriatingly tough titles. Here's our top 10 games for true gamers. At number 10, we've got Mega Man. Back in the days when a Nintendo game meant tough, Mega Man, the very first Mega Man, was there. It takes split-second timing, perfect pixel performance, plus you can't shoot upwards. What's up with that? Well, he's called Mega Man, not Mega Boy, for a reason. Coming in at number 9, Devil May Cry 3, the third in a never-ending look at the life of Dante. Always a challenging series, the third game in the franchise stands out because it's just too damn difficult. Over here in America, when you play the game's normal mode, just know that that's the hardest mode in Japan. Plus, there are tons of enemies coming at you to give you a beatdown. It must be how Suge Knight feels at a Hollywood club.
You're gonna pay for that.
Which brings us to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare at number 8. It's so real, you can almost feel the soldiers losing all hope of ever returning home. If you think this war is going to be easy, tell that to the enemy. It's unwise to underestimate them. I can't think of a parallel to real life here. And then there's Super Ghouls and Ghosts. From the first level on, it's tough. Save points? Oh, they're there, but good luck finding them. But if you can get through it, and that's a big if, the self-worth you'll feel will be worth it. Floating in at number 6, we've got Shinobi, a PS2 game released earlier this decade. This fast-paced hacker and slasher doesn't let up. Lots of enemies. And if you don't kill him, your sword sucks up your life bar. Isn't that what gaming is all about? You'll see the rest of our Tough as Nails list later in the show, but first, answer today's poll question. Have games gotten easier? Your choices are A, yes, B, no, or C, I've gotten better. Log on to g4tv.com/xplay and let us know, and we will be right back.
Coming up on X-Play, we'll review Wii Fit and tell you if it's going to be the next gaming phenomenon. Then, the countdown of our top games for true gamers continues as we work our way to number 1. Find out if you've beaten our top title. Plus, the virtual audience gets an earful as Morgan and Kristen sound off on today's hot button issues. All this and more. Don't miss it.
For defense against UV rays, try new and improved Armor All Protectant.
The masterminds of the video game revolution return.
You know, this jail thing's kind of like summer camp, except with lots of rape and a lot less sun.
From the creators of Code Monkeys comes Code Monkeys Season 2. As offensive and raunchy as South Park, only better.
Wish you were in a coma so I could show you just how much I love you.
Like an arcade game with potty mouth.
There's no such thing as bad press, dude. Just ask Charles Manson.
Code Monkeys Season 2, June 1st, right after the world television premiere of King of Kong on G4.
If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, word life. If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, word life, yeah. G4 X-Play.
Welcome back to X-Play. Until genetic modification gets here, we all have to deal with this sad truth. You need to exercise to stay fit, which is a bummer because exercise is weak sauce. Fortunately, Nintendo's trying to resolve this issue with Wii Fit. It's a little whiteboard and a virtual trainer that won't constantly yell, "Let's move those ham hocks, Chef Boyardee." Here's our review. Your Wii Fit comes with the Wii Balance Board. The board does its job well and is sure to let you know if you're the slightest bit off balance. The only problem with the board was that the batteries were drained pretty fast with multiple people using it over a couple of days, which could put a damper on a good workout for the family and would seriously disappoint this guy. Whether you like it or not, the board will also tell you all sorts of things you don't want to hear, like your weight, body mass index, and your virtual fitness age. Once you get through all that, you can pick from a male or female trainer who will compliment you when you do well and gently push you when you need it.
I'm looking forward to working out with you.
Activities range from yoga to strength training to aerobics and balance games. Each of those categories have different activities within them, like running, skiing, soccer, or the majestic half-moon stance. You unlock more activities using the time you've worked out as currency, which is great motivation to keep you getting physical. The first time you start an exercise, you may find it to be way too easy. Wii Fit lets you unlock more reps, but it would be nice to have that choice from the start for those who aren't entirely immobile. Still, the activities are very immersive and definitely make exercising a lot more fun. The only thing is, if you're serious about getting in shape, there is no routine to follow. What's a good warm-up activity? How much cardio should I do per week? I'd really like to know, people. Even if you had a routine, between each activity, you're forced to flip through a bunch of screens and menus. Meanwhile, your heart rate and incentive to keep going can drop. But all in all, the Wii Fit does its job, teaches you how to do these exercises properly, and doesn't let you slack off. You'll stand a good chance of dropping some weight and improving your health. If you already go to the gym regularly, then this game isn't going to do much for you. But for anyone else interested in getting more active, the Wii Fit just may be for you. We give the Wii Fit 4 warrior stances out of 5.
Earlier in the show, we presented you with the first half of our list of the top games for true gamers. If you haven't beaten our top 5 titles, prepare to have your awesome card revoked. Climbing into the countdown at number 5 is Donkey Kong. We could tell you how hard the elevators are, or how hard the pie factory is. But why not just tune into the network premiere of The King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters, this summer and find out for yourself. It's only on G4. At number 4, Ikaruga. It's not just hell to get through Ikaruga, it's bullet hell, the whole new level of hell. The bullets are everywhere. I mean, what is this, the Source Awards? If that's not enough, you'll constantly be flipping the polarity of your ship from the dark side to the light side. There's a lot of identity confusion there. Hip-hopping our way to number 3 is Battletoads. The platforming is intense. More intense than you'd think a game that has toads in it would be. Plus, no save feature. Only the dedicated of the dedicated can finish this one. Contra comes in at number 2. No rest for the weary here. No time to relax and take in the sights. Everything comes at you from everywhere. A game so difficult, you need the infamous Konami code just to get through it. But we're not going to give you that code here. That would be cheating. Finally, the number 1 game for true gamers, Ninja Gaiden Sigma. This game is so intense and challenging, it's not for enjoyment, but more for punishment, in a good way. There are tons of enemies ready to take you out. And the boss battles. Sweet Christmas, the boss battles. Oh, the humanity of Ninja Gaiden Sigma, X-Play's number 1 game of all time for true gamers. And tomorrow night at 8, X info and updates.
When XPlay comes back, we chew the fat with the virtual audience. But first, let's take a look at who's riding dirty in today's leaderboard for Grand Theft Auto 4.
G4 presents an epic conflict for gaming's most controversial world record, The King of Kong, June 1st, only on G4.
Tired?
This show also available on G4 On Demand.
Welcome back to XPlay. Earlier in the show, we asked you, have games gotten easier? Well, the poll monkeys have tabulated your votes and just handed me a card that says, more bananas.
Well, despite their demands, I know the 57% of our audience is cocky, saying that they've gotten better. Games haven't gotten easier.
While we like to be able to visit each and every one of you in your homes and answer any video game-related questions you may have, there's simply just not enough time.
Santa Claus has a patent on that technology, and frankly, he's pretty proprietary about it, so we have to rely on a different kind of magic, the internet. Please welcome our virtual audience. Up first is Fred from Washington. Ask away, Fred.
Hey, guys. So every time I go to school, we start discussing World of Warcraft. Now, I currently do not own World of Warcraft, so my question is, should I purchase the game now, or should I wait for the new expansion to come out?
Okay, it's going to open a whole can of worms, because actually right now all we've been talking about at work is World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it's pretty addictive. It is, if you haven't heard.
It is quite addictive. It is pretty cheap. It's $19.99, and then plus you're probably going to want to get the Burning Crusade expansion, which is going to be another, I think there's a pack, it's $45, $50 or something like that. You're probably going to want to get the original and the expansion pack right at this point. The expansion is going to allow you to have a Death Knight at level 55, which means you need a character who is level 55 when the Lich King comes out, and then you're going to be able to be talking about what everyone at school or everybody at work is talking about. So you should get it now, level up your character to level 55, and then when the expansion comes out, then you'll be able to have the Death Knight character. If that's a really long explanation of saying buy it now.
You got to commit though, because it's addicting. So if you're not planning on getting, taking it seriously, then the expansion pack's not really going to benefit you.
Well, exactly, and it's going to take you a while to get up to level 55, so,
Unless you're Morgan, then you do it overnight. That's just how she does. All right, next is Mike coming at us from Florida. Let's hear it, Mike.
Hey, there's a rumor right now going around about Vice City being remade GTA 4. Is there any truth to it?
I love all of the rumors that are flying around the internet. How long has GTA 4 been out? 2 weeks? 2.5 weeks, exactly. People want more so much. Now, there's been some stuff online with that ticket for Nico. It was like a picture of a ticket, and it was a ticket to San Andreas. And there's been ads for Los Santos Airport, and calm down, people.
Just settle it down. It's only been a couple of weeks.
We don't know anything.
We don't. There's just a ton of rumors at this point, but nothing official.
Yeah, so go play some multiplayer. Go get up to 100%.
Shoot some stuff.
Shoot some stuff. Take people on some dates. It'll be fine. Up next, Jarvis has a Battlefield question for us. Go ahead, Jarvis.
Are you looking forward to Battlefield Heroes Online?
I am, because it's free, and if it's free, it's me. That's all I have to say about that one.
It's great because you don't have to take a lot of risk. You're like, sure, I'll play it. Why not? It's stylized, it's got a good pedigree.
Exactly.
I'm going to check it out. Are you going to check it out?
Yeah, I'm going to check it out.
All right.
It's free. And finally, we have Dustin from Oklahoma. What's your question, Dustin?
Yes. How cool do you think Tecmo will make Ninja Gaiden 2 before the ESRB will step in?
The first one, it's pretty bloody. Second
Extremely.
one, it's going to be pretty bloody. There's going to be blood. It's going to remain on the screen. You're mostly killing demons and ninjas. You're not necessarily killing
So is it okay
people.
to be bloody then? If you're killing demons and ninjas, then your violence factor is allowed to go up.
I think the ESRB has shown a great deal of tolerance for violence, and this game is going to be incredibly violent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Less so with sex, but violence is cool.
Violence is cool.
All right, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for all of your questions.
Here's what we've got coming up next week.
On the next X-Play, get ready to be recruited. We've got your exclusive all-access look inside the agency. You'll be briefed on the groundbreaking MMO for the PlayStation 3. Plus, we've got a broadcast premiere hands-on demo of Stalker, Clear Sky, the amped-up FPS prequel to Shadow of Chernobyl. Later in the week, we review Haze, the long-awaited jacked-up shooter from Ubisoft. We'll tell you if this PlayStation 3 exclusive was worth the wait. Plus, if you're bored running errand missions, why not create some real mayhem inside Liberty City? We'll show you our favorite things to do inside Grand Theft Auto 4. It all starts this Monday at 8.
And I'll be back on Monday with the money-making cheat for World of Warcraft.
I'm definitely going to check that one out.
I bet you will.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.